Hi guys and welcome back. Today we're playing a game called Magrunner Dark Pulse. I got this on Steam for about $2.50. It is on sale at the moment. It is the 2nd of July for $2.50. Normally it's $10. I actually think this game might be worth it for just $10, but it's on sale, so if you can get it before I put this video up because of how slow my internet is, that's probably likely going to happen. Do it, I think, because it's a pretty cool little game. I'm going to go ahead and start a new game just to show it to you guys. As soon as I show you how the options look. So, resolution, it starts off at 1920 by 1080, so it's not stupid like some games. You can go ahead and change it from windowed mode to non-windowed mode, so full screen and windowed. And then that's pretty much it. The graphics quality is either high or not. Texture quality is either high or not. You can see it goes from high to medium and low. So there's not a lot of options here, but I'll be honest with you, you don't really need them for this game. No, let's just get out of here. All right, we're gonna start a brand new one. Yeah, I don't care. We'll just start it over again. So, this game I thought was gonna be a lot like Portal, and it kinda is. I mean, there are puzzles, obviously, so it's definitely gonna be a puzzle game. But the first thing that was different for me was the story is very different from Portal. Portal, they just kind of throw you in and you just kind of figure it out as you go along. This one, they kind of do this background story here. And they kind of set up like some context for the characters before they actually throw them into what ends up being the testing facility. I like the name of the guy, by the way. Grunkesberg. I mean, this is obviously Mark Zuckerberg. It's literally an anagram from Mark Zuckerberg if you look at the name when it comes back up. I don't know if it will anytime soon, but he does. There it is. See, Cram. That's Mark. And then Zuckerberg. Yep, it's definitely the last name's kind of his last name all messed up.
The result was magnetic technology. Grunkesberg's space program would be a 3-month test of not only MagTech, but also citizen explorers, astronauts chosen from the populace.
So anyway,
Worldwide selection trials that tested the applicants.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip this. Basically, you get the gist of it is you're a young kid, very, very smart. This mutant guy who was the guy talking helped you get into the program, even though you are not rich and you're not funded by any corporate backers. But you invented some stuff and made money on your own. And one of the things you did invent was the glove that allows you to use the MagTech technology. So basically, magnetic technology. I know, magnets, right? What a throwback. He kind of looks like Mark Zuckerberg, too. Like a fat Mark Zuckerberg. Or, chubby in the face, anyway. So you can see the graphics are pretty decent. It's about what I expected. I mean, this is pretty much how I remember Portal looking, for the most part. Maybe not quite as nice. I like how they grow their tomatoes upside down. I've actually tried that. It works pretty well if you can manage it. Though, I'll be honest with you, it's a lot easier just to grow tomatoes from the ground. It's just a lot easier to build that way.
During training periods, contestants will find their bodies and minds pushed to the limits. We will see what they can accomplish.
And this guy is the guy who designed the facility we're about to go into.
Be sure to stay online to see History in the Making, brought to you by the same minds responsible for the LifeNet. After a quick briefing, our 7 Magrunners are preparing to enter the facility for the first time.
All right,
It's
cool.
almost showtime, Dex. You ready for this?
I'm nervous, Kamachi. I made it here. Now the real training starts.
It's also kind of weird that they have a protagonist with a voice. That's usually not something I like in a puzzle game, but in this game, it kind of adds something, I think, to the atmosphere. So that kind of nerdy-looking guy before, that's Xander.
The facility for the first 24 hours, and we're bringing it to you live via LifeNet.
So I managed to get in there on the first day of the 3-month trial.
And remember why you're here. Newton and I will be following on the LifeNet. He says good luck.
You know, Kamachi, we're talking about going into space if I pass the training. It's hard to believe.
If your parents were here, I know they'd be very proud of you, as I am. Be sure to test out the new mag glove before you start.
Cool. So basically, your parents had to do with the original start of LifeNet. So they had something to do with the start of the entire company that Grukusberg basically started. All right. If I hit left click, it turns them both green. And if I pick them up, they demagnetize. If I hit right, they kind of go away from each other, even though that's not how magnetism works. It has to be... Anyway, they have to be the same color, the same polarity in order to push away from each other rather than opposite polarities. But I guess this is just for clarification. It's easier for us to do things that way. But yeah, again, if you go green, and then I put this guy on top, for instance, and kind of jump on top of him, and then turn that one red, and it shoots me up into the air, which is kind of cool. That's going to be relevant in just a second. So there's no sprint button. There is a jump button, but you can't jump while you're carrying something. So that, and then that. And there you go. That's the first puzzle. I think. Eventually it's going to go in there and unlock. There we go. So first puzzle's really easy. I've done a lot of this up until it got weird. It didn't take me too long to get to. Hopefully I'll be able to breeze through this and show you guys what it looks like. There are going to be some spoilers. Obviously, this is kind of a let's play, even though this is also kind of a, showing you guys what I think of this game. I really like this game. I'm gonna beat it. It's just weird because I have a lot of games that I say that about and then I just don't ever beat them. But this is going to be, I think this is a lot like Portal, but really freaky. Like in Portal, I'll end up sitting there and feeling like there's somebody watching me. I feel like there's somebody in the room. Always kind of a little bit disconcerted by the whole thing.
How did Xander develop this?
But in this game, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, it definitely feels more intense than that. Alright. Jump on this thing. Hopefully I can actually jump on this thing. Oh my god. Alright. It puts me up here. So those things shoot those things. Pretty simple. But yeah, this game is definitely pretty creepy. The music's creepy. The atmosphere is kind of creepy.
Dax, Cassandra Shin from LifeNet Media. Can you give us a few thoughts about today? How do you feel about being the only Magrunner without outside corporate funding or professional training? Do you think you're at a disadvantage?
What? I have a trainer?
That would be the mutant we've heard about? Gamaji?
Yeah. Sorry, Miss Shin, I have to go.
Yeah, so Gamaji's got, 6 arms or something like that. This is a little weird. This is definitely some kind of an alternate Earth. It's not the Earth that we know, because it's supposed to be like 2037 or something like that. Also, the loading screens from level to level, they're a little bit weird, because I don't always know... Oh, I can zoom in and zoom out. Even I didn't know that. I don't always know when the level has actually loaded. It just kind of sits there for a second. And so it's kind of a little disconcerting. But anyway, so the way to do this one is I've got a block up there. I need to get that block so that I can use it to go up. So I got to move that thing and pick that thing up by doing this. That'll push anything along the line away from it. Alright. And then what I can do is I can actually repolarize that and then bring it all the way back if I want. So that's how those work. Basically, that's how platforms work. You can push them back and forth. And there are some ways to make them go faster than that later on. Right there. And green and red. And that's the next one. So what I'll do with these transition sections is I'll just keep my hand on the W key. And then eventually I'll just move forward.
Dax, did you feel like an underdog during the selection trials?
I sure did.
They're all underdogs, Miss Shin. The training is discovery-based, and I will not tolerate less than 100% commitment to the program.
Look, Miss Shin, I have the same chances as the other Magrunners at passing. I don't see why you keep...
Same chances? Oh, of course, of course.
What a jackass.
Right. I'll tell you what, Dax. How about an exclusive interview and the front page of LifeNet Science?
The voice acting is a little slow. Like, I feel like they're not responding to each other at the right times. Maybe that's explained because we're supposed to be in space on a training facility in space. So maybe it's because there's a delay between when they transmit and when you receive. It's very possible. So anyway, this one, I have to get a block into that little globe right there. So we're gonna go jump down here. Yeah, I really dig the music. It puts a lot of atmosphere into the game. Dirt. Oh right, there's another block. I was like, I don't think this is gonna work by itself. Like, I find the music to be incredibly creepy. Oh, well, that was smart. There we go. That. And then I don't remember how I did this. I think what I did was... Right, I just shot the one at the bottom. Let's see if I can actually hit it. You can see it's pretty accurate. So I've got the bottom one all turned red. And now the top one's turned red, and that shoots me way up. Oh god, no! I missed it. That's fine. I'll come back and get it. So if you press F, it actually shows you where the magnetic field actually is. If you press F again, it gets rid of it for you. I actually like to keep them on because it looks cool. Also, it helps a little bit so that I know where everything is. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that one... Nope, I'm not, actually, because I'm an idiot. Just get over here. If you shoot it again, sometimes it'll depolarize, so it'll actually just end up being neutral. So that means things will just slowly come to a stop, rather than quickly coming to a stop. There we go. And I like the way that actually works too, so it doesn't just automatically shoot off into nowhere because of that. It actually waits. Okay, there's that. I like how they stick to the wall too. Let's shoot that. I don't think I need 3, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it anyway. So anyway, yeah, this kid made this glove I've got on. Alright. Green, green, green. Red, red. And green. Ah! I totally suck. Oh, right, okay. And then this one can just be red. I think that'll shoot it pretty far up. There we go. Yeah. So the more magnetic fields you have below an opposite one, the further it'll shoot things. Interesting. I didn't remember getting that achievement last time I played this. Alright, this one's pretty fun.
Gamaji, are they off the comm?
Yes. There's something wrong with that Xander guy. Don't listen to him. And what did that reporter mean by that mutant?
Yeah, she's kind of a pain, huh?
She's just picking for an interview to make Grukersberg look good. Keep your
Alright.
head on.
That one, and that will turn it red, so I can bring it back down.
Is this part of the training?
Yeah, okay. That's not creepy at all.
Is everyone alright? No injuries? Bios are good. Xander, what happened?
A minor power fluctuation, Mr. Krukersberg. I've ensured that it won't happen again.
Sure, minor sort of a thing. It's not a big deal. It's just, you know, it's just a thing. It's all right. It's totally okay. All right. Put that there. If I shoot across, will it work? Yeah, okay, cool. That actually works. Oop, ah. Yeah, sure, whatever. Red and green. Go all the way up to the top. I don't think I can get over there from here. I think I should have probably traveled along with the block. Yeah, I definitely should have. That was dumb. Let's try that again. Because I can't get the block into the little receptacle from over here. Alright, yeah, I remember this now. So the nice thing is, if you do screw up, unlike in Portal where you can just restart the level or whatever, reboot it, you can just kind of spawn boxes like that. Alright, now if I just get on it, I think it'll launch me over to the other side. Yep. There we go. I do wish that he ran just a little bit faster. He doesn't have to run like terribly fast, but it is kind of annoying how slow he is sometimes. So yeah, you can see that the magnetic field actually changes on the line too, so it tells you what color it is, which is useful. Alright, oops. Bring that guy back down. Yeah, I like the way they designed the levels too. They look really interesting. Like, it looks very innocent at first, and then, you know, later on it looks like way more sinister, even though it's basically the same tile set for the most part. There we go. I will say this, it's kind of a little annoying trying to remember which one's the right one, left and right. It kind of gets a little confusing sometimes. Like, I'll end up doing that, like hitting the wrong one and moving something the wrong way, and it can be kind of annoying. And you can change the colors too, so if you don't like red and green, you can actually change it in mid-game. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Actually, go ahead to options. You can change it from red and green to red and blue. And we'll see how that looks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've suffered a minor technical glitch, but we are now back online.
That's gotta sting, Grukersburg. With a live audience, too.
Not exactly a solid recommendation for a new product, no. Hold on, Dax. Something's changed in the algorithms that Xander's using to run the facility. The system log shows a reboot.
What? Gamaji, did you hack into the testing facility?
Xander's interface is amazing. It integrates all the functions and accessibility of the LifeNet with his biofeedback response to influence the MagTech.
Oh, you're
Interesting.
gonna get me kicked out.
I have no idea what that means.
Unmasked. He thinks I'm just another peripheral. Oh, no. No, he's blocked me. Anyway, he's too busy to run a trace.
Sure. Too busy to run a trace. Alright, so for this one, I've got to get up there, get that block right there, and then put the block into like a little thing on this little platform here, and that'll shoot me across to that platform there. So in order to do that, I have to go like this. That's interesting, it's still green. Why is it green? Isn't it supposed to be blue? That's weird, I totally changed it. Whatever. So I guess it's just green and red. Ah, jeez, I did that. It was smart. It was smart. So you can see, because this thing is red and that thing is red, if I shoot that to green and then shoot it to red, it'll actually go farther away. Wait until it gets within my range and then hit red, and then they actually attract to each other, making it easier to do that if you need to. Alright, and then I'll change that to a different polarity, and then turn that one off. Turn that one to red, and that'll hopefully drag that one down. There we go. And then I'll turn it back to green. It's kind of weird that it's not blue. Alright, that'll kind of slowly get me up to where I need to be. And then jump over. I hate it when the game does that kind of thing, like it saves in the middle of doing something, and you're like, oh no, something's gonna happen. Like, I always feel like that's, like, in horror stories and horror games especially, I'm like, oh great. It's like you walk into a room and you have nothing but power-ups, and I totally just did that. Power-ups and it's a save point. Yeah, you're like, oh, it's a boss battle coming up. And in a game when I know it's going to be some kind of a horror story like this one, I mean, it said Cthulhu in it. And yeah, I usually get pretty paranoid pretty quickly. Derp. Alright, let's stand on it first and then jump across. Boop. And there we go. So yeah, the puzzles in this game are pretty cool. They're sometimes a little confusing. Like this one was interesting.
On being the first one to complete that module. Maybe you're better than I thought. Or maybe you're just lucky.
Or maybe you're a freak.
Excuse me?
I said thanks.
Come on, give it. It's just thank you.
How long did
Alright.
it take to build this place?
Sneaky.
Sneaky, Xander. Very sneaky.
So that'll bring me all the way up to the top of this crazy thing. And get the... whatever you call it. It is a block. And I am an idiot because my brain has turned off. And then we'll go over to this thing. Put the block in there. I gotta get a second block and put it there and then break the glass. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear the music. I'm gonna do my best to make it as audible as possible, but I think that's probably the coolest part about this game. Actually, is the music. All right, did I make the bottom one red? I did. So I don't want that. I want that and that. Hey, 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 hey! Where you going? Come back up here, dude. Then we want that one to be the same color. Hopefully it'll get dragged off. Weird. Why isn't it doing what I want it to? There we go. That's sort of not really what I wanted it to do. Weird. That bounces that up there, and hopefully, yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. It's just trying to get to a point where I can grab the damn thing. Alright, and then we put that here, polarize that to that, and then polarize that to that, and there you go. Now we're almost to the part that is interesting about this game, because this is all just puzzle stuff. This is basically like playing Portal, but without the really cool voiceover background acting from GLaDOS. I mean, this stuff isn't bad.
All of our candidates have performed admirably. A very fitting beginning to our LifeNet broadcast, designed to show you, the viewer, just what a day in the life of a Magrunner is like.
Hey, Dax, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, I just saw the Grukersbergs watching the netcast in a private room in the facility. A private room full of rich investors. Cassandra's interviewing them right now.
What does that mean?
It means don't screw up, Dax. Better days are ahead.
So basically the whole point is that this kid's trying to make a lot of money and maybe get to the bottom of what kind of happened to his parents. So, I mean, really, it's not like there's a lot of conflict in the story right off the bat. He's just doing this for the same reason that, like, Harry Potter went to Hogwarts, you know? Life wasn't great for him. He's a smart, talented kid, and somebody picked him up, basically. A little bit different. He's smarter than Harry Potter was. I think he wasn't very skilled in the books and in the movies. I mean, he's skilled, but, like, if I remember correctly, Neville was a hell of a lot more skilled than Harry Potter was in the books. I'm not much of a fan of the stories, honestly. Not that I didn't like him, it's just not really for me. God, was I that dumb? I was that dumb. Alright, well, No, I need you to come over here. There we go. So weird that it's like blue and red, and then it won't change in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and change it back after I fall off and make that whole mistake. That was stupid. Oh, is there another color combination? Oh, there is. Interesting. Let's go for that. That'll work. I kind of prefer that one. Kind of need that to come back down, and then I need this to go out. There we go. All I'm trying to do is get to here so I can get the damn block. Okay, now I've got the block. What do I do from here? Is there another block? No, we're gonna find out pretty soon. Alright. Vaguely remember doing this. Oh, right, okay. So we need that to be green then. Okay, get off my screen. Good. Oh, whatever, I don't care. Fine. Hit that with green, that pulls me across. There we go. Now that I'm up here, I can hit that, and then hopefully this will get me across to there. Awesome. That one took me a while to figure out last time because I didn't see the little thing that pulls you over to the wall.
Dax, what was that?
I don't know. Technical
Weird.
glitch?
Yeah, I hope so, right? Alright. Is there one down here? I don't think there is. But I do remember I have to go down there for some reason. I just don't remember what it was. Regardless, here's how you're going to get these. You gotta you can hold down the button, by the way, and aim. Like that if you need to. So anyway, that is now red. And I want that to be red. And I want that to be red. And I want that to be red. And finally, I want that to be red. So that'll grab both of those blocks. It'll also grab that guy when it goes by. I'm going to turn F back on so you can see it. Isn't that wild? Alright, and when they come over, I will take that guy right there and that guy, and that'll push that away, hopefully. There we go, and then what I'll do is I'll take that, that, that also. Cool. Fine. Just there we go. I can't aim worth a crap. That's why I don't play FPSs too often. So now we take these four, put them inside this box. This is the point in the game where I really wish he had slightly faster run speed. There we go. Now the reason I'm doing this is because there's that little thing over there that'll shoot me across. If you try to use one of the smaller ones, it'll just shoot the block across and you'll just kind of skip off of it. So you need a full-size block in order to jump across one of these on this.
Hello? Sounds like it came from the next room. What's going on in there?
Kind of hokey, but at the same time, it adds a lot to the game. I only see 6 there. Maybe I can't count. But I only saw 6. Alright.
The seven candidates? Help! We need help down here! Somebody! I saw...
Oh.
Xander, what is going on? I've got a flat line on the bio monitor.
Okay.
Someone dead. Someone better not be dead, Xander.
There has been an accident, Mr. Krukersberg. A malfunction.
Notice the tomatoes?
The situation is under control.
They're definitely not the same as they were when I walked in. Now they look like little hearts or something.
The facility is cut off. I can't get any signals from outside. No life net, no cell, nothing. We're on our own. For everyone's safety, remain where you are.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna stay in this room where there was this monster that just killed somebody. Totally gonna happen, dude. Alright. That'll hopefully open up the thing behind me. Yeah, there we go. Little glass case just went down. Alright, and then if I show you real quick, I'll just go ahead and put this right there, I think? Yeah. If you look down below me, the glass is broken, so that's now just a pool of whatever the hell it is they put under the glass to make it look cool. And it'll probably kill you, so you can't really go down into the liquid anymore. So this is kind of the cool thing about this. If I go like, let's see, red, and then green, that hits both of those, and then that brings across this thing, which I thought was pretty cool. The other cool thing is that once you do that,
Dax, what's going on down there? I heard one of the Magrunners have been hurt.
it won't actually like get rid of the switch.
But I also saw some kind of...
Mr. Ward, please leave the room by the appropriate exit until we resolve the situation. Miss Shin, please report to the media room.
Yeah, okay. Media room, right? You got it. Let's see. Seth, I think if I put this one here. Nice shot. Derpy derp. Cool. Alright, so now I'm over here. Bring me back across and I'll be able to go to the next area. Yeah, I really like the level design. Like, I mean, I really do. It looks really cool. Oh, and I'm an idiot because apparently not only can I not aim, I also, yeah, I can't jump either. Doom 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 doom. Good enough. Just to bring it back across. I was aiming for the platform, but I managed I managed to totally miss it. Not that it really matters. Alright, this time I will jump across gracefully, like a gazelle, and barely make it. Good lord. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, actually. Yeah, that's it.
He's very wrong here.
Yeah, no shit, man. So anyway, guys, this is Magrunner Dark Pulse that is currently on sale for like $2.50. It's usually $10. Go ahead and pick it up if you like what you saw. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video just about here, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, let me know why you think it's total shit. And I am total shit in the comments below. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys another time.